Today I'm doing shepherd's pie. I got asked recently to make my version of a shepherd's pie. So usually shepherd's pie is mashed potatoes, ground meat, celery, onions, carrots. I'm still gonna use the celery, onions, carrots, the mirror pie, but I'm gonna do it with steak. I got some hanger steak from family, so I'm gonna use that. And instead of using regular potatoes, I'm using sweet potato. So I'm gonna show y'all my setup. By the way, this is my final countdown, my final days in this place. Put my 2 weeks in, going to a new place, starting a new adventure, a new journey. Shit gonna be fire. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. I'm gonna show y'all what's up. But this is my setup for my shepherd's pie. So in the meantime, I got some sweet potato right here. Got some butter, got some heavy cream and some milk. I seasoned it with a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm gonna let this cook off until it's nice and tender, and then we're gonna go ahead and throw it in the mixer. In the meantime, I got my sheet tray. I pan sprayed it so nothing sticks. I got some carrots, got some onions, got some celery. I got my garlic, got my tomato sauce, house tomato sauce, and I pre-seasoned my steak. Now the steak has some I put some parsley, onion, garlic, salt, pepper, and olive oil, and a little bit of lemon juice, some fresh lemon juice in there. That's about it. Now let me show you how we get down. All right, so let's get to cooking with a nice hot pan. We're gonna go ahead and hit it with some olive oil. The pan get nice and hot. So we're gonna start off with the veggies first, and then we're gonna add the beef because the beef is gonna cook fast. And I don't like my meat well done. I don't like well done meat, so I ain't gonna cook my steak well done. We're gonna start off with our mirror pot, which is the onion, carrot, and celery. That's what you wanna hear, that sizzle. I did about a quart of each. I'm feeding a bunch of people today. Don't season yet. You don't want no salt, pepper, because you're gonna burn the pepper, and the salt is gonna just make it watery. The onion, it's gonna take all the water out of it. Go ahead and let that cook. All right, so this is happening in the pan. Right now I don't like using spoons, so that's how I shake it. Let's get some color on this. Once the veggies are cooked, you're gonna want to go ahead and just take them out, cook the steak, and then add the veggies to it, and then we're gonna add our tomato sauce to make it saucy. That's gonna be the bottom. Then you're gonna put the sweet potato on top. You're gonna put some cheese and some scallions and things. Once the veggies are cooked a little bit more than halfway, take it out. Yeah. Got most of it out. Where's my oil? Add some oil. Now we're gonna cook the beef. Make sure it gets nice and hot. Give it a few. No, throw that beef in there. All that flavor We're gonna sear off the beef, just one side, flip it, and then add the veggies, then the sauce. It's gonna get cooked in the oven, so I don't want to overcook. I'm gonna add the garlic to the beef. I wanted to cook that separate actually, instead of with all the veggies. This is what it's looking like. In the meantime, let's take a look at our sweet potato. It's almost there, nice and soft, almost there. Once the beef gets color and it's cooked halfway, go ahead, add your veggies. Stir that in. Let me give you a better look. It should be looking like this. Gorgeous. Look at all that. Gorgeous. I don't like mine too saucy, so I'm only adding about a quart of tomato sauce. You're gonna let that cook for about 5-6 minutes. I'm just getting it warm. I'm not really cooking it. The house tomato sauce is already cooked on. Nice flavor. Let me show you what's up. So this is how it should look once you add the tomato sauce. Woo, look at all that steam. Beautiful. Let's add the first layer of the shepherd's pie, which is the meat and the veggies. Go ahead, add that in. Gorgeous. I'll show y'all what I got. Spread that evenly. Now I sprayed the pan so nothing sticks. So you're gonna spray this evenly. My tongue. Make sure there's meat everywhere and not just veggies on one side. Spread it down evenly. Now we're gonna add the potatoes on it. Normally it's regular potatoes, but I'm doing sweet potatoes. Let me show you how I mix my potatoes. It's like a lasagna a little bit. This is my first layer. My potatoes are done. Let's go mix this up. I'll go ahead and add this to my mixer. If you got one at home, that's cool. We do it in this. You can mash it like regular potatoes. I'd rather use this. Let that bad boy mix for a couple of minutes. So this is what came out. Let's go ahead and taste this. Let's see how this is gonna taste. It needs more salt. A little bit more salt. A little bit more butter too. So I want to put it in a China cap. This is gonna make my mashed potatoes smoother, and it's gonna make it, basically it's gonna make it look like Michelin star. Once the potato's done, you're gonna evenly spread it out. Just like a lasagna, you're gonna evenly spread this out. Now you're gonna bake this with foil for about 25 minutes, then take the foil off, and you're gonna add some cheese if you want, and then just bake it off another 15-20 minutes at like 400. When you bake it the first time, 350, second time, you want color, so you do 400. I wanna stuck it in the pizza oven, it just gives it such a better color. This is how it looks when it comes out. I'm gonna give it a little bit more color, but first I'm gonna add some cheese, some pepper jack cheese I got right here. This is how it looked like once I add the cheese. I use pepper jack cheese because it's a little spicy, so it gives the sweet, the spicy, the savory, it gives all that flavor, bring it together. Now it's your choice on whatever cheese you wanna put, whether it's mozzarella, you can add mozzarella, provolone, whatever you want. So once you add the cheese, you're just gonna give color to the cheese on top, then you're gonna take it out, and that's done. Cut it however you want. I'm gonna cut you up a piece so y'all can see what it's looking like though. All right, now when you take it out of the oven, this is what it should look like. Look at that sexiness. Look at that. Garnish with a little bit of chives. Woo, beautiful. All right, I got a line for this and a stack of plates and people waiting. Show you the first one. Let's cut a piece. Let's see what it do. All right. Should still be soft. Beautiful. Now this is what the shepherd pie should look like. Look at that. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's what you want. That's what you want. Woo, it's fucking hot. Let it cool for about 10 minutes so that it just sits still. But he was rushing and he wanted his piece. Now I'm gonna cut a piece for myself because he was hungry. But once you let it sit for about 10 minutes, it comes out so much better. Yeah, that's what I wanted the first time around. Look at that. Look at that. That's what I wanted the first time around. But he was impatient. Sorry, I got hungry customers. Well, hungry employees. Look at that. Look at that beauty.